Welcome to Sunday Scaries. I hope y'all are doing good. Hey, Mark didn't break our stream this time. Gnome farts, yes. We're improving, y'all. The vibe alert didn't break the stream. Dap. We're getting better. Hope y'all are doing great. Hope y'all are doing well. Who do you sing this song to? Aren't you your own boss? I sing it to the youngest one. I sing it to the youngest one. Yeah, that's what happens. Welcome to Sunday Scaries. Tonight we are on to a new series and a couple other videos. I figured since it's not quite as long as the Mandela catalog, which by the way has 2 more episodes since we last watched. We'll cover those on a different week. But tonight the main feature that we are covering is The Oldest View. It's a series of videos by the creator of Escape the Backrooms, or just The Backrooms. But I'm very much looking forward to it. It's about 6 videos ranging from 7 to 10 minutes, and then we have a 45-minute one in there. And before we get into that, I figured we cover 2 other topics that I've been holding on to. One is a true crime story as told by YouTuber Mr. Ballin. And then there's a top 10 list. Why don't I play the Backrooms games? Well, I could. I certainly could. Maybe on a spooky month coming up. We still need to determine if I'm playing Madison or the that other one that you and Chewy played. Luminal Spaces. I bookmarked that after we talked about it. I have bookmarked that. I do have the Backrooms game. I might not have the right one. There was 2 of them. So we're going to watch a true crime story by YouTuber Mr. Ballin. He's a storyteller. And we're also going to watch a top 10 list of one of my favorite subgenres of horror. Top 10 cosmic horror movies. And then we'll go into our main event. The reason why we're all here. I'm surprised he isn't watching Bluey Halloween Special. That's fair. We just got out of it. Ooh, what'd you see? Alien Romulus. That's the one I want to see. That's the one I want to see. Yes. How was it? Okay, so was it the best sequel that's not the second movie? Was it better than 3, 4, Prometheus, and Covenant? It was good? Yes. Okay, so it was the 3rd best one. That's high marks. I mean, Fede Alvarez just really knows how to bring it. I mean, they may not be critically revered, but Don't Breathe, the Evil Dead remake are really good. So I knew I had to, and after watching the trailers, like the vibe, it just looked like they were gonna have a home run. Oh, yeah. Here's the thing about Alien 3. If you watch like the one that's janky, that's like the full cut, the director's cut, that's kind of janky. That's actually a decent movie. 4, if you go into it thinking this was made by like a new wave French director, written by Joss Whedon, and it happens to have xenomorphs in it, then it's not so bad. It's not a great Alien movie, but it is what it is. Prometheus I enjoyed just because of it was really tried to be a high concept. The visuals were great, and I enjoyed Covenant even though it had some weird parts. Yeah, but I mean honestly, Aliens just the best. I didn't dislike Resurrection. I just don't think it was a good Alien movie. It was an interesting sci-fi horror movie, but I don't think it was like it just was way too different. It was way too different. But I guess that one is like 500 years into the future of the third one. So I mean, whatever. All right. I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on Resurrection. I feel like it's turning into why does Mr. Meat hate Alien Resurrection? Okay, let's go ahead and start on our true crime story. It is called it's been compared to the story of the Dyatlov Pass. So for anybody who knows that story, this is the Americans' Dyatlov Pass. Super mysterious. Not a lot of people know. This is not going to be another Stargate hate. No. If you haven't watched Prometheus, have you watched Covenant? Because I'm sure that movie is super confusing if you haven't seen Prometheus. Well, confusing in parts. No, Dap, this is not going to be another Stargate hate.
There is a very famous mystery called the Dyatlov Pass incident that occurred in the 50s in Russia,
true
where you had
crime
9 highly experienced hikers go out on an expedition and then not turn up at their rendezvous point. When a huge search party is launched and they're discovered, the circumstances under which they are found are truly baffling. I mean, you had people with clothes, some without. You had people that were mildly radioactive.
It's semi-famous for those who like to follow mysteries
really
and American
the narrative
history.
That there had been an avalanche or that they had died of hypothermia. It was almost like something had attacked them, but we have no idea what it was. And so that mystery has endured for years, for decades. And so today's story is referred to as the American Dyatlov Pass incident because you have a group of people.
By the way, that is definitely a story we're going to cover on here is the Dyatlov Pass. Fantastic story if you're not familiar with it.
That go missing inexplicably and then are located under baffling conditions. And just like the original Dyatlov Pass, we know in today's story what happened
just
to them.
enjoy the story.
We just don't
thinking
know
too hard.
Why. But before we get into today's story, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious, today's story takes place in 1978, and it focuses on 5 young men that were best friends, basically inseparable, who all lived in Yuba City, California, and they came to be known as the Yuba City Five. These 5 young men were all either mildly intellectually disabled or had a mental health disability, but they were all very high functioning. Jack Hewitt was the youngest of the group. He was 24 years old. He was fairly uncomfortable in social situations and didn't do well around strangers, but around his 4 best friends, he blossomed and was incredibly funny and lighthearted and got along extremely well. Ted Wheeler was the oldest of the group. He was 32, and he kind of took a big brother approach to Jack Hewitt. He kind of looked after Jack specifically. Those two were very, very close. And Ted was known to actually occasionally make phone calls on Jack's behalf. When Jack felt uncomfortable calling a stranger on the phone, Ted would step in and be the bigger brother and make those phone calls for him. Bill Sterling was 29 years old, and he was deeply religious. He would spend a lot of his time going to the library where he would read Christian literature. Jack Madruga was 30 years old, and he was an Army veteran. However, he had been discharged from the Army after a medical evaluation determined that his IQ was too low. So he was discharged from the Army. He was the designated driver of the Yuba City Five because he was the only one of the 5 that had a driver's license. Jack loved being the driver because he loved his white and turquoise Montego, a 1969 Montego. It was like his prized possession, and he felt very proud driving the group around. Last but not least, you have Gary Mathias, who was the unofficial ringleader of the group. He was 25 years old. He also was an Army veteran, and he as well had been discharged following a medical evaluation where they diagnosed him with schizophrenia. So he was discharged and he went back home to Yuba City to move in with his parents. Initially, when he came home, he really struggled. They hadn't found a good way to manage his diagnosis. But eventually his doctor found the right mixture of medications and treatment, and he totally stabilized. And in fact was able to even hold down a job working part-time with the stepfather in his gardening business. Now, what really brought this group of 5 men together was their shared love of sports, really basketball specifically. When they got together, they were either talking about basketball, watching basketball, or playing basketball. The Gateway program that they were all enrolled in, the Voc Rehab program, they had a basketball team. And so they all played on that basketball team, and they were super passionate about that team. In February of 1978, their basketball team, along with a host of others, were slated to compete in a tournament where the winners of this tournament would get a free trip out to Los Angeles. And so the Yuba City Five was so excited about this tournament. Their tournament was supposed to start on February 25th, 1978, but their favorite basketball team, UC Davis, was playing just 50 miles away from them in Chico, California, on February 24th, so the night before their big tournament. So they decide that they want to go watch this game, right? They want to go out to Chico and root on their favorite team, but make sure they're back in time so they can get a good night's sleep before their tournament starts on the 25th. So they load up in Madruga's Montego, they drive the 50 miles out to Chico, California, and they root on their team, UC Davis, who ends up winning the game. Now, there were multiple witnesses that saw the Yuba City Five at this basketball game, so we know they were there. Following the game, the boys loaded up into Madruga's Montego, and they drove a short distance to a little convenience store in Chico where they got sodas and cartons of milk and some snacks. And the shop owner would actually say to investigators that he remembers them because they came in at about 10 p.m. and it was when he wanted to close down the shop. And so he remembers feeling annoyed when this big group, 5 men, come in and they're buying a bunch of stuff because it delayed the shop owner's ability to close down the store. That sighting at the convenience store would prove to be the last time anyone would see the boys alive. So that night, some of the boys' parents had stayed awake.
When I used to work at Starbucks, that was always the worst. We'd have everything cleaned, everything. And inevitably, 5 minutes before we'd have to be shut down, huge group of kids and their parents would come in and want to order a ton of stuff that's messy, and it was always the worst. So, yeah, flashbacks.
To wait for their son to come home. And when they didn't, and it was starting to get late, the parents started calling each other to ask if they had seen their son, and no one had. And so not only was it strange because the boys always told their parents and loved ones where they were going to be, but the idea that they would jeopardize a good night's sleep before this tournament that they had been obsessing about just seemed very, very uncharacteristic. And so by very early the next morning, all the families called the police and said something is wrong. So the police officer in charge of the investigation was Lieutenant Lance Ayers. Ayers had gone to high school with Ted Weir, so he had a personal connection to this investigation and was more motivated than perhaps he would have been otherwise to make sure they are doing everything in their power to find these boys. When the first few hours of the search don't turn anything up, Lieutenant Ayers decides that he's going to greatly expand their search radius. And it was because of this expanded search that just a few days later they were able to locate Jack Madruga's Montego
it's not going to get you anything.
Presumably, after the boys had gotten their snacks and drinks at the convenience store around 10 p.m., they would have been driving straight back to Yuba City because they had that big basketball tournament the next morning. But the car was found 70 miles away from Yuba City, away from Chico, up in a remote forest on a dirt road. The families of the boys had no idea. They couldn't even speculate why that car would have driven up that access road into this remote forest. There was no reason they'd be going up there, at least none that the families would have any understanding of. In addition to the strangeness surrounding why it was 70 miles away up in some remote forest, it also didn't make any sense that the boys had abandoned the vehicle. Even though it was covered in snow, there was no indication that it had been stuck in snow. There was a quarter tank of gas, so it didn't run out of gas. There were no keys in the ignition, so when the police had to hotwire it to drive it back, the car ran just fine. So there was no mechanical issues or any engine issues. They literally put it in park in the middle of nowhere and got out and left. They looked inside the vehicle and all that was in there was some wrappers and cans and cartons from the snacks that they had presumably been eating since they left that convenience store. But no keys, all the doors were shut, one window was down slightly, and some wrappers. That was it. So the search shifts to now looking exclusively in the area that this car was found. And over the first couple of days following the discovery of the car, they're looking everywhere and there's no sign of the boys. And then unfortunately, a massive snowstorm rolls in and basically covers everything to the point where it's impossible to search. And they had to abandon the search until the early spring when the snow had melted a bit. During this waiting period, the families of the boys put out rewards were requesting information from everyone and anyone that had it. The police were fielding thousands of tips and unconfirmed sightings about where they could be, but none of it amounted to anything. They made no progress. They had no idea where these boys were. On June 4th, 1978, so just a little over 3 months after the boys had gone missing, some motorcyclists that had been on a long road trip happened to be up in those mountains on those dirt roads near where the Montego, the car, had been discovered. They were about 20 miles from that point, and they had found this cul-de-sac that they parked their bikes in, and they decided to just kind of stretch their legs, and they looked down a little ways off the cul-de-sac and they see this old looking trailer, and they decided, just out of curiosity, to just kind of walk over and see what it is. It would turn out that it was a trailer maintained by the Forestry Service, but it really hadn't been upkept in a long time. And so as they're walking over, they see that one of the windows has been broken, and they think, okay, it's more than likely abandoned, and they think they're just going to open the door, poke their head in, and just see what's in there, just purely out of curiosity, because they're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and they're just curious. So they go up,
they're just curious,
open the door, and they're immediately hit with this horrible, horrible smell, and they shut the door, and they're like, I don't know what's
How
in there.
horrible was
like
it?
Death. It would turn out that it was death. It was one of the Yuba City Five. It was Ted Weir, who was the oldest of the group,
salty, bro.
who looked after Jack,
my mouth is just watering thinking about it.
It was his body. The mystery really only deepens when you go inside the trailer. Ted Weir was found wrapped in 8 blankets on this bed inside of this trailer. His feet were badly frostbitten and gangrenous.
Ted, no!
He looked like he had lost about 50% of his body weight, and he had growth on his face, like his beard, that showed he'd been laying there almost certainly for about 13 weeks. Ted had died from a combination of starvation and from exposure to the elements. But in the trailer, in plain sight, were loads of fire-making materials. You had paperback books, you had kindling, you had matches, you had firewood. In addition to the fire-making material, there was additional clothing, heavy clothing, like for cold weather. There was lots of food, like sea rations, military sea rations, where you can basically pop it open and you have some food, enough to feed someone for at least a year. So there's food in plain sight,
Lots of food.
Fire-making supplies in plain sight, and also there was a propane tank out back that was basically full, that if they just turned it on, they could have turned on the heat inside of the trailer, and then you would have had heat for quite some time. But there was no signs that any of these supplies were ever touched. Now, one could potentially make the case that perhaps Ted, lacked the common sense to make a fire and to use up all the resources that were right in front of him. But Gary Mathias, his shoes were inside of that trailer, and Gary was in the Army, and I was in the military, and I can tell you that the number one thing you're taught,
Is the stream doing okay?
In the military, is how to survive.
Is the
You're
stream
taught to be
staying connected
resourceful
all right?
and to use things in front of you to stay alive. And it just seems very strange that if you had Gary in there, that he wouldn't have immediately started a fire, or at least instructed the group to start a fire and eat the food, turn on the gas tank.
What happened?
Those are things that are just basic life-saving skills. A day after Weir's body is found inside of that trailer, searchers discover Sterling and Madruga's remains located approximately 11 miles from where the car had been located. Their remains showed signs of significant predation. Animals had gotten to their remains, and so there wasn't much left of them.
Yikes.
But from what was left, investigators were able to determine that both had passed away from hypothermia. 2 days after Madruga and Sterling's remains are found,
So it's 3
Jack
people
Hewitt's remains are found as well, 2 miles from the trailer where Weir had been found. And Jack Hewitt had also died of hypothermia. So 4 of the 5 have been located, leaving Gary Mathias, who to this day has never been found.
Oh, wow.
The only thing that investigators discovered was about a quarter mile away from the trailer where Weir was found, they found a bunch of blankets and a flashlight. It seems like that could have been where Gary at one point had been, but they don't know for how long, and they don't know where he went after that. So in addition to wondering where Gary went, you got to ask yourself, why did these 5 men drive 70 miles out of the way the day before they knew they had this big basketball tournament that they were not about to jeopardize? Why did they drive 70 miles away onto a remote dirt road in a remote forest? Why did they then suddenly park their car? turn it off, take the keys out, shut the doors, and then hike 20 miles in the dead of night in a snowstorm to some random trailer, and then get in the trailer where there's ample food, there's ample blankets and additional clothes, but use none of it and die over a 13-week period from starvation and exposure. Why? And so there's many theories as to why this happened, ranging from, Gary Mathias is somehow responsible and that's why we haven't found him yet, to they simply took a wrong turn and that's how they wound up in this mountain in the middle of nowhere. But none of it really accounts for the purposefulness of all of their travel. If they had gotten lost, police believe they would have been maybe driving in loops. They wouldn't have just driven in a straight line, reached this point in the road and then gotten out. It's not consistent with being lost. So we don't know why they wound up on that road or why they decided to go to that trailer or what caused them not to use the supplies, but something happened. Something forced them to do this, and to this day, we don't know what it was. So I'd love to hear your theories as to why the Yuba City 5 did what they did. Give me your best theory, and I'll do my best to go through and respond to as many as I possibly can. If you like...
All right. So I love this guy's channel. He does a lot of spooky stories. As far as the story of the Yuba County 5, there's a YouTuber named Wendigoon who has an hour and a half drugs. Who has an hour and a half video going into the theories. He recounts it. The suspects, Mr. Ballin, when we were locked down, I binged a ton of his videos. He's really blown up in turn. It's exciting to see what he's been able to grow. He has a great podcast, and I think he's even got a book now. So Mr. Ballin's pretty great. We might do more if we liked that. We might do more spooky stories from his channel. But yeah, check out Wendigoon's video on the Yuba City 5, Yuba County 5. He does a really good job going into even more detail, even more conspiracy theories on it, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's do on our next video a top 10 list of top 10 cosmic horror movies. Probably one of my favorite subgenres of films. This is from the YouTube series. I'm actually gonna link it in the channel so y'all can have a let's see. So y'all can have a copy of it. There we go. It's from Fade to Black. That's his channel name, and here we go.
Cosmic horror, also known as Lovecraftian horror, is a subgenre of horror fiction that emphasizes the insignificance of humanity in the grand scope of the universe. So, no time to waste, you crazy kids. Let's just get straight into it. This is in ascending order, and 10 cosmic horror movies that you need to see. Number 1 is, without doubt, The Daddy. So stick around to the end to see what it is. Kicking us off is 1997's Event Horizon. Event Horizon is a science fiction horror film where a rescue investigates a spaceship which mysteriously reappears after vanishing years earlier. As they explore the ship, they discover it has traveled to a hellish dimension and brought back a malevolent force. The crew faces terrifying hallucinations and supernatural events, ultimately battling to escape the ship's malevolent influence and prevent it from returning to Earth.
This place is a tomb.
Lawrence Fishburne!
But it didn't come back.
Sam Neill! Such a good movie. Honestly, aside from some of the cheesiness of when it was made, pretty solid.
The ship is reacting to us and the reactions are getting stronger.
Pretty solid movie.
What are you telling me? That this ship is alive?
I love the tunnel of motherboards.
Despite initial mixed reviews, the film has since gained a cult following for its intense blend of sci-fi and cosmic horror. influencing subsequent horror and science fiction media with its unsettling atmosphere and themes of madness and existential dread. Number 9, The Mist. The Mist is a horror film based on Stephen King's novella, where a small town is enveloped by thick, unnatural
She's so good in the role, but man,
deadly creatures. Trapped in a supermarket, a group of townspeople led by David Drayton struggle to survive the monstrous threats outside and growing tensions inside. As fear and desperation escalate, they face not only the external horrors, but also the breakdown of social order, leading to a shocking conclusion. This is going to be spoiler-free, so I won't let you in on it, but the film explores themes of human nature, fear, and the thin veneer of civilization.
Nothing in the mist! Shut the doors! Shut the doors!
We're going to help ourselves is to seek rescue.
Tie this around your waist.
For?
Well, let us know you got it.
Into the ending.
There's nothing out there.
What if you're wrong?
I get it, but also it's like, it's a little mean-spirited. I think Frank Darabont didn't have to go that hard.
Who she's gonna sacrifice to make it all better?
We want the gore.
Try it.
Honestly, even if they had left it ambiguous, you know what I mean?
The Mist received generally positive reviews from critics. They praised its intense atmosphere, strong performances, especially by Thomas Jane, and its faithful adaptation of Stephen King's novella. At number 8, The Blob.
The Blob,
1988, is a remake of the 1958 sci-fi horror classic. The film follows the residents of a small American town who face a growing, flesh-dissolving blob that emerges from a
The Blob
crashed
has
meteorite.
Steve McQueen.
As the blob consumes everything in its path, local teenagers band together to stop the seemingly unstoppable creature.
Life form that hunts its prey. Predator.
I want that organism alive.
I think you ticked it off.
Apparently, like
Noted for its graphic special effects and
people melt in
suspenseful
that
storytelling,
movie.
the film adds a contemporary twist to the original's premise, blending horror with a bit of dark humor. Despite mixed reviews at release, it has since gained a cult following for its practical effects and nostalgic
Pretty sure
appeal.
all of these have gained a cult following.
At number 7, The Empty Man.
Don't know why I said it like
The Empty Man is a horror film that follows ex-cop James LaSombra as he investigates the mysterious disappearance of a friend's daughter. His search leads him to a secretive cult obsessed with summoning a supernatural entity known as the Empty Man.
Tell him the rest.
On the first night, you hear him. And on the second night, you see him.
I don't think I've ever heard of this one.
And on the third night?
Well, on the third night, he finds you.
Nice. More like...
He finds you. Like a disease. And his message is contagious.
Dad, have you seen this one?
The empty man, 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 the empty man.
As he delves deeper, he uncovers a series of disturbing events and encounters increasingly bizarre and terrifying
one out of
phenomena,
10
questioning
being
his sanity
the best
and
movie you've ever
reality.
seen. What would you give
Despite
this?
the initial mixed reception, the film has begun to develop a cult following, with some viewers appreciating its complexity and depth upon further analysis. Number 6, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Invasion of the Body Snatchers
Another
is a
movie
science
that I
fiction
know
horror
has
film
a
that
lot
follows
of...
Health Inspector
I need
Matthew
to
Bennell and
see
his
this
colleague Elizabeth Driscoll in San Francisco as they discover that people are being replaced
Donald
by
Sutherland,
motionless
RIP.
duplicates grown from plant-like pods.
6.25.
As the invasion spreads,
Okay.
the duo, along with a few allies, desperately try to survive
I'd
and
watch
warn
it.
others.
Sleep. The seed is planted. Sleep. Sleep. Terror grows.
I have seen the Nicole Kidman, Daniel Craig remake called Invasion.
Get you when you sleep.
Name. I didn't tell you my name.
Can't find anything in here that looks like a body.
My side's nosebleed.
It looked right at me.
You're looking at it as if it was human. It was not
Damn,
human.
that's-
The film, a remake of the 1956 classic, is noted for its eerie atmosphere and social commentary on conformity and paranoia. Critics
Salty.
praised its suspenseful atmosphere, strong
Salty.
performances, particularly by Donald Sutherland and Brooke Adams, and its effective update of the 1956 original. It's often regarded as one of the best remakes in cinema history and a standout in the science fiction and horror genres.
Ooh.
5.
Ooh, woo.
Hellbound Hellraiser 2.
Oh,
Hellbound
yeah.
is a horror film directed by Tony Randall and written by Clive Barker. It follows Kirsty
Seen the
Cotton,
first
who,
one. I
after
have
surviving
not
the
seen
events
the
of the
second
first
one.
film, is
I guess I
admitted to
need
a
to.
psychiatric hospital. There, she discovers that the sinister Dr. Channard is obsessed with the puzzle box that opens a gateway to a hellish dimension. As Channard unleashes the Cenobites and resurrects Kirsty's evil stepmother, Julia, Kirsty must navigate the horrifying labyrinth of hell to save her father and stop the demonic forces.
Slither.
The fear is reborn.
Is it weird to say it's a fun movie?
Because
Slither?
they have returned.
Don't you hate it when the chains fly out of nowhere and just start stabbing you? Stabbing into your body. I hate it when that happens.
Many praised its imaginative and visually striking depiction of hell, as well as its continuation and expansion of the dark, unique mythology created by Clive Barker. The special effects and grotesque imagery were also noted for their creativity
Michael
and
Rooker,
impact.
the
Number 4,
alien host,
The Color Out of Space.
The
Color Out of Space is a science fiction horror film based on H.P. Lovecraft's short story. It follows the Gardner family who move to a rural farm. Their lives are upended when a meteorite crashes on their property, emitting a strange, otherworldly color. This color begins to mutate the land, animals, and the family members themselves, leading to increasingly horrific and surreal events. As the family descends into madness, they realize the alien presence is beyond their comprehension or control.
It's talking to me. Who's talking to you? A man in the well.
Dab, you didn't like this one?
It's in the static, it's in the moisture. It's in here is out there.
Oh, probably chalk.
And what's out there is in here now.
You're just hating on Nicolas Cage.
Why are you so in denial? That thing from the meteorite changes everything.
It's just the color.
Do you believe me now?
I don't know what I believe anymore.
Critically, the film received generally positive reviews. Critics praise its faithful adaptation of Lovecraft's cosmic horror, the visually stunning and unsettling effects, and Nicolas Cage's intense performance. It was noted for effectively capturing the story's eerie atmosphere and sense of existential dread,
well, he probably could have gotten one in that
standout modern
Pedro
Lovecraftian
Pascal movie.
horror film.
What was it called?
Number 3,
Unbearable.
The Void.
I have seen this one.
The Void is a horror film that follows police officer Daniel Carter, who discovers a wounded man and takes him into a nearby abandoned hospital. As the night unfolds, the hospital becomes surrounded by mysterious cult-like figures, and the staff and patients inside face horrific otherworldly creatures. As they fight for survival, they uncover a gateway to a nightmarish realm controlled by an evil entity, forcing them to confront unimaginable horrors.
Who are they?
There is something calling them all here. I've seen this place before.
I don't think it's on this list, but another cosmic horror adjacent movie is the movie called Underwater.
Remarkable change.
Starring unproblematic T.J. Miller. And
critically, The Void received mixed to positive reviews. It was praised for its practical effects, atmosphere, and homage to 1980s horror classics, with many noting its effective blend of body horror and cosmic dread. However, some critics found the plot confusing and underdeveloped. Despite these criticisms, though, the film has gained a cult following for its ambitious and unsettling horror elements. Number 2, In the Mouth of Madness. In the Mouth of Madness is a horror film directed by John Carpenter.
This one was pretty great.
It follows insurance investigator John Trent, who is hired to find the missing horror novelist Sutter Kane. As Trent delves into Kane's work and visits the eerie town of Hobbs End, he discovers that Kane's writings have the power to warp reality. The line between fiction and reality blurs, leading Trent into a nightmarish journey where he confronts madness and cosmic horror.
I know he did.
See this? It's a map. This whole thing has been staged.
You just get out.
This is not reality.
It's all happening for
T.J. Miller gambled on the chance he would all his chips that Deadpool would fail and that Ryan Reynolds is a loser. And look how that went.
a real trend.
He also did some other stuff. I think he was accused of some not nice things too. That didn't help him. This movie was also pretty great.
crazy.
All right.
Let's hope so. The movie comes.
What do we think the number one cosmic horror movie is? Any guesses in chat? What do you think the number one is? That's a great downplay. Well, that's me also speaking from ignorance as far as the expanse of what he did. So I don't want to speak incorrectly. But I know there was some not nice things. Alien? Is that cosmic horror, that like Lovecraftian? Or is it more just sci-fi horror?
Critics praised its inventive storyline, atmospheric direction, and Sam Neill's compelling performance.
In the sense like space,
the film was lauded for its homage to H.P. Lovecraft's themes of insanity and cosmic horror. However, some critics felt the narrative was uneven and confusing. Over time, it has garnered a cult following appreciated for its unique approach to horror and its thought-provoking exploration of the nature of reality and fiction. And at number one, the daddy of all cosmic horror, The Thing.
This movie
The
is so
Thing,
good.
directed by John Carpenter, is a science fiction horror film set in an Antarctic research station where a group of scientists encounters a shape-shifting alien that can imitate any living being. Paranoia and tension escalate as the team members realize they can no longer trust each other, leading to a terrifying struggle for survival.
We're gonna find out who's the thing.
John Carpenter knows how to make a really tense
Watching
movie.
Norris in there gave me the idea that
Also,
maybe every part of him was a whole.
Kurt Russell.
Every little piece was an individual
It's so good.
animal with a built-in desire to
Keith
protect its
David.
own life. You see, when a man bleeds,
We talk about how, like, this man right here. What a badass. Look at that. He owned the 80s. Just saying.
it's just tissue. The blood from one of you things won't obey when it's attacked. It'll try and survive. Crawl away from a hot needle, to say.
I remember when I
Initially, the
first
film
watched that
received mixed
scene,
reviews,
I
with some
think
critics
I was
dismissing
holding
it
my
as
breath the
overly
entire time
gory
that
and
scene was
nihilistic.
going.
However, it has since been reevaluated and is now considered a masterpiece of horror cinema.
Yeah, you can Kurt my
Critics and audiences praise its groundbreaking special effects, intense
You're unhinged.
atmosphere, and strong performances, particularly by Kurt Russell. The Thing has achieved long-term appeal and cult status, influencing numerous other works in the horror genre and remaining a benchmark for creature features and psychological horror. Is there a cosmic horror movie that...
All right. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. What do we think? Are there any ones that you feel like that were left off? All right. Yeah, The Thing is really good. Loved it. Loved it. Okay, so we are now on to our main feature. There's about six different episodes. One of them is about 45 minutes long. It's a spooky series. So sit back. Let's enjoy The Oldest View. Feature D's nuts. Somebody stop them. It's a flower. He's monochromatic. I also know next to nothing about this series. I've just heard it's spooky. Or eerie, creepy, that kind of stuff. So drop a note in chat if you have seen this series or are familiar with it. monochromatic man walks through the woods. It's like a setup to a joke. No idea what this is. Well, I guess we're gonna find out together. I think I'll just sit here and read my journal. Oh, no, hold on. We need to do this. Hold on. This is important. So it was brought to my attention about a week or so ago. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. See if I can find the full video real quick. Okay, I think this is it. So I was brought to my attention that a couple weeks ago, a a legend passed away. And I thought it was only fitting if we pay tribute to the legend Charles Doza and his iconic video.
You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Why did you do this to me? Up in the car. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
A succulent Chinese meal?
Nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off me.
No, we've only got one cup.
Ta-ta and farewell.
Ta-ta.
One cup, look. Babe and broke.
Indeed. Ta-ta and farewell indeed. A moment of silence. All right, back to our main feature. Back to the monochromatic man as he reads a journal in the woods. Scary, spooky storms. It's like the opening to Seven.
When the roses fade and die, and no more is heard the song of the night.
Nine Inch Nails is playing while he's writing his notes.
Then my sad don't repeat. How shall we meet again?
Kind of a creepy song. mask. Also, it's getting really loud. Okay, I guess we're on to the next one. Beneath the Earth. I'm very confused. Oh, great. Future nightmares.
What's up, guys? Wyatt here. I hope you're all having a great day. I know I am, because today I've got something really cool to show you.
Stay out of it, Wrath.
That I found. I'm currently
coming at me with your logic.
I shouldn't say the name of the park. I don't want to, just because the spot I'm taking you to is technically in
hey guys,
private property.
Welcome to my channel. We're gonna go on this.
Don't worry about it, but
we're gonna go on this tour.
Generally, trespassing not good. don't trespass.
Don't trespass. Relurk.
I'll probably be fine, but don't trespass.
Wrath,
unless,
just for you.
Unless you found a really
just for
cool
you, I think I'm gonna make a relurk
in the woods that you want to check out and show to your internet buddies. In that case, I think it's fair game.
Your dick is fake.
From that, you might be able to deduce what I'm planning on showing you
deduce.
Today. So stay tuned. All right, it's super windy right now, so I hope you guys can hear me. I've been walking for like an hour, 45 minutes, and I got turned around a little bit.
It's a big tree.
I think this is the spot. I gotta get a little further.
That's a really big tree.
Okay, yes. This is it. So, here is the hole. I'll show that in a moment. Inconspicuous, tiny little hole in the ground. Honestly, just like a little cave or something. I don't know. That's what I thought it was the first time that I saw this the other day. I mean, it's out literally in
Don't
the
go in the
nowhere,
cave.
Under this big oak. But if you actually take a look down inside, there are stairs down there.
Well, obviously don't go down there.
So I didn't notice this before last time I was here because it was in a rush and it was a lot darker out, but it looks like these stairs used to go up further, if that makes sense. And what I find really weird is that all the lights, these lights are on. So that tells me that there's still something active here. And but then the entrance is so low tech. It's just fucking strange.
Chat, would you do it if you saw a hole in the ground underneath the tree with stairs going down? Would you do it? Would you go in there?
I don't want to talk too much, just I can't really anticipate.
It's like it goes on forever.
Around here, I don't hear anyone, but the lights are on, and I have no clue what I'm stepping into.
Nice. Nice try. Thank you for the bits. You're paying for my child to go to college. Thank you.
Wednesday. This, I think, was about as far as I got. I haven't gone any further than this. I sort of chickened out and ran back up to go home, get some more space to record my phone, since I was really low.
It's so creepy.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Wrath, have you seen all of this? miles and miles down. That's not worrisome. It's like that unending staircase in Super Mario, like Mario 64.
So fucked. Let's go.
And just remember,
You hear that? It just keeps going.
you can walk down the stairs just fine, but you do gotta climb back up.
I'm so on edge that I'm gonna run into someone. I feel like one of these is gonna be a hallway or room or something. Because what else? What is the purpose of these things?
Nah, not a fan. Wouldn't do it.
One thing I really can't wrap my head around is that it has been raining for like the past like 2 or 3 weeks. Yet I don't see any water down here. It's completely
That's a good point.
dry as a desert. So
Dry as a desert.
I guess that could be because this is the entrance is at the top of a hill, or the entrance I saw was at the top of a hill, and I mean it's under a tree, but I don't think that would deflect that much water. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Bro, I think you're just
I will
nervous.
say it's starting to get pretty cold down here, though.
Yeah, you think? I should have brought my coat. Yeah. Don't walk into the...
I think he keeps going a ways. I see a little something shining. Just realizing I'm gonna have to walk back up all these stairs.
Yeah. So if something's chasing you...
Fuck it. And the further I go, I'm starting to realize that this is a really stupid idea. But hey,
You're just now thinking it's a
selection.
dumb idea? Come on, bro.
I'm smelling like cut grass. Like when
Fresh
mow the
cut
lawn.
grass.
It's smelling good after.
A hoppy
That's
IPA.
the chlorophyll, right?
Yeah, I'm not on edge. Oh.
I think
Made it to the bottom.
the door. Can't really see. My eyes are all screwed up from the light on the phone.
Oh, so it's pitch black for him.
Okay.
Ugh. The door looks nasty.
Does it go off to the right? Dude, I'm fucking shaking. Oh, this is...
Yeah, get some photos, bro. More stairs.
Jesus.
All right, I'll hear. Give me 1 second. I want to step away for just a moment. I am super creeped out. BRB. I don't need your best viewers. I'm back. All right, sorry about that. All right, let's get back at it. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, you don't say. This is super creepy. Yeah. I'm hearing music too.
I am not supposed to be here.
You think? What? This is like an unfinished video game. Turn the light back on.
Some kind of shopping center. Looks like a shopping mall.
What? It's like the movie Us. Is he gonna see a bunch of doppelgangers down here?
I'm not even sure if I can post this on YouTube.
What?
What the fuck?
The Rolling Giant. What?
What's good, guys? Wyatt here, back again. So it's been a couple days since my last video.
Alright.
I'm in a rush right now just because I have to get to class in a few minutes, so I'll try to record this quickly. But anyway, I wanted to do a update video on what happened the other day at the end of my last video. So I haven't gone back down there since then.
This one's the long one, the 45 minute one.
I have gone to the site of the hole a couple times in the past few days. I took someone in the comments advice and I was able to get a couple of trail cameras.
Supplies?
From my old botany professor. I ended up switching to business back in like January, but I went back to her and she was nice enough to lend out 2 of her trail cameras to me. So I was able to take them out there, plant them, one out in the bushes looking at the hole and one in the hole, discreetly, of course. And I already know, like, you guys are gonna say that's totally sketch. It's private property.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna say.
All right, so sue me. If the landowners find this, sue me. Go ahead, try to do that. Yeah, but there's no way I'm walking away from this thing. I need answers. So I set up the trail cameras and I didn't see anything. No one showed up. I got like 1 deer, a lot of glitches, like a lot of pictures of nothing, moving grass, but yeah, I didn't see anyone the whole time. So that definitely doesn't really answer any questions, like why there is a mile-long staircase going down to what looks like a shopping mall in the middle of nowhere. But it makes me less hesitant to go back, because last time I started, especially on the way out after I stopped recording, I got very paranoid I was going to run into people, like I tripped some sort of silent alarm. But it seems really devoid of life. There's no one around. All right, so I got a dip for now, but my plan is to head back out to the woods later today and record a part 2. So see you there. All right, so we're out here. I've been walking for like 30 minutes now. Got off the trail a little while ago, and from here it's pretty much just like a straight shot through these woods. So it's nice, a couple miles. Finally, here we are. And it looks
super
untouched.
I don't know,
It looks exactly
unsettling.
the same as when I was here yesterday.
Is what I would say.
When I picked up the trail cams. I even set up some sticks down there.
Very intriguing
to
what he's been able to create here.
So
I think
it
it's
looks
just
like no one's been here
I
since
think it's
yesterday,
just
at
him
least, and
that's
no one has been there for a few days before.
That's making all of this. It's just one person.
You can see over here, this is that's where I put the outdoor trail cam. Looking over here directly at the hole.
Recording in vertical.
You can see that's the spot where I put the other camera. Oh, and also this light right here. This went out sometime while I was away. I noticed when I was watching back the last video. I'm not sure what to make of that. You know, I'm still on the fence about sharing any info with the location here. Just because I don't know who I'm going to attract with this, and I don't know what I'm getting into. This is clearly no fucking joke, the scale of this
It's
thing.
no joke, people.
But I did a deep dive online after I got back last time, and it didn't really come up with anything.
If you are just tuning in, we are watching the Oldest View series as a part of Sunday Scaries. Thank you for being here. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Hey, welcome in, Doc. VIP. We're not very far into it. The gentleman here has found a random hole in the ground that has a staircase leading about a mile under the earth. And he got to the bottom of it, and there's a shopping mall, abandoned shopping mall at the bottom. Super creepy. We're watching the series. I think it's this one and maybe 2 short ones after it. But I hope you're well, Doc. Hope you. Hey! Thank you for the Prime subscribe. All hail our Lord and Savior, Jeff Bezos. Do you like the? It's my new Prime subscribe alert. The AI generated Jeff Bezos. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yes, if you have a Twitch Prime subscribe, you get a free month of no ads to this channel. But yes, we're gonna continue watching. Sit back, relax. Thank you, Doc, for that subscription. You're sending my kids to college.
There's like a mining company that owns part of the land here, but I think all of this is just owned by a family. Not anyone like particularly notable, just like locals, I think. None of you are getting the leg workout I'm getting. Like,
if y'all have seen this series, let me know in chat. No spoilers.
Out through the woods, it was like dark for like a solid hour walking back. I thought I was gonna fucking die, but yeah, honestly, they've been sore for days, and this is not gonna help. But it's good. Okay.
So creepy.
Just gonna be quiet for a sec.
Well, first things first, let's
Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good, folks.
Let's give a shout out to our good friend Doc.
I think I forgot to mention this, but also, day after the last video, or the day before I put up the cameras, and the day after the cameras, I hung around for a little while, sort of scouted the area, just to see if I could find any other equipment, just traces of people, really at all. Didn't see anything. There was no tire tracks, didn't see any footprints. It's like, whatever this is, it's very much a back door. There's 100% other entrances, but...
Or you could say, a back room! That's all I got, people. That's all I got. Uh-oh. Something's different.
Okay. Yeah, See, I don't feel used to this after last time. This is still very,
YouTuber Windagoon covered this series.
It smells like the cut grass smell that I mentioned. It's like a cornfield kind of smell. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Same.
What do y'all think of the? What do y'all think so far?
Rust. I don't hear any music this time. There's no music.
Pardon me. As always, I mowed some yards today, so I'm sleepy.
Everything looks closed still. Fuck. Alright. My knees are killing me.
Also, if you're tuning in and hanging out with me during this series, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Ready to bolt.
Chatters, lurkers, all of you. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying this weekly series. If you've liked it so far, please let me know in chat.
Okay.
Also, if you have any spooky content you'd like for me to check out, please join the Discord.
It's like completely silent. So.
And there's a section where you can drop a link to spooky horror content.
Shining a light, ideally.
As someone who used to work in a mall, this is triggering. And I've actually worked an overnight shift where the mall was completely empty, so this is definitely spooky.
See if we can get it open.
Or don't. Just maybe just leave and forget this ever happened.
I don't think you need a key, but this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done in my life.
So, great question, Doc. This guy found he was basically trespassing this lot, this big property, and it's a big open field, kind of like woodsy, and he came across this huge tree, and he looked and saw a hole in the ground, and when he looked into the hole, he saw this just staircase going down into the ground. So curiosity got better of him, and he started going down the stairs. A mile down the stairs, found that door that we saw earlier, and now here he's at. Suddenly this underground, like, mall, essentially.
3, 2, 1.
So that's kind of where we're at currently. This creator is also the one who created the...
No.
That just opened this way on itself.
I knew this was stupid. I knew this was stupid. That was so loud. That was so loud.
So it may be haunted. I'm pretty confident it's haunted. It's super spooky. Have any of y'all in chat ever been in a mall shopping center before? At nighttime or when it's empty? I have. Super spooky. How about you say, I'm leaving, and you get out of there?
It's just a reflection. I see some kind of booth over there. How big is this place?
Yeah, right?
I'm still in shock. I'm fucking shock.
How about you don't be so loud?
Can you name 8 veggies that start with the letter B? Okay. This is literally like the backrooms from TikTok.
He's referencing his own work.
Into the back rooms. That's what this is.
Yep, he's fallen into the back rooms.
So many chairs.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. You're scared.
AMC. It's a fucking AMC.
The movie theater.
Some kind of fucking doomsday bunker.
It's the end of the world. And what do you need? A shopping mall. Get yours today.
What does this say? Thank you for shopping.
Valley View Center.
View Center. It's the same fee as. Is this? Is that the name?
Welcome to Valley View Shopping Center, where you can find anything and everything, but also nothing.
Yeah, there's that name again. I should have brought a better flashlight.
Yeah, buddy. My dude, your camera is out of focus. My brother in Christ, your camera, please. Let me know if you're here with me, chat. I swear, if somebody jump scares me, I'm gonna be pissed. You're on your own. Oh, hate it when games don't load right. Far Cry 3. By the way, Ubisoft. I hate you. You have a game that has a known bug and you won't patch it. I'm not reducing my core count on my computer just so I can play it. I shouldn't have to do that. Fix Far Cry 3 so I can play it on Steam. Don't give me a start on Ubisoft. Yeah, bullshit. One of my favorite games. Can't play it. Because apparently I have too many cores on my processor. How big is this place? Makes you wonder. Is anybody else getting Us vibes from that movie?
I want to go in here, but until I hear something, I think I'm just gonna keep going to see what I see.
Come to the artist galleries.
Stuff. Makes no sense. I'm also seeing a weird amount of stuff mentioning Texas.
Down in the heart of Texas.
I don't know if Dallas. I keep seeing Dallas show up, but I'm not sure if it's talking about the city. Or if it's a different thing.
Why would it be a different thing?
But I've seen like 2 Texas shops.
Well, maybe you're in Texas.
And it's on a lot of signs.
You've been transported to Texas. The horror. No wonder it's cold down there. The power grid is fucked.
We're back. See them again, learn their story. Care about West Dallas. Yeah,
oversized puppets? Oversized puppets? That's...
For some reason it's not that cold down here.
Why do I feel like that's gonna come back
court,
later?
Yeah, another studio. It's like these are all art studios. Is that an octopus? What is that? Yeah, it's an octopus. Big painting. Scared the shit out of me.
That was startling.
What is this? Some kind of artwork. Dude, that is uncanny as fuck. I don't like this thing. Oh, fuck.
Oh, the mall's turning on. Nope. Not gonna do it. There's someone down there. There's someone down there with them, clearly. Gonna try and make it to the exit. Yeah. Get the hell out.
Oh my god. We're done. We're out.
Oh. That's not good. His exit's caved in.
Come on. Come on. Wait.
Well, you're stuck down there.
Oh, I really fucked up, guys.
You think? At least he has some nice music to listen to. I don't like how he's doing these turns, like he's looking over his shoulder. It's yes, it's an exit sign. Don't touch it. I'm not on edge, you're on edge. Oh, we like underground. I've had nightmares about stuff like this. No, don't like that. That's spooky.
The same statue. I thought it was in a different area. I wouldn't mind if it rained somewhere.
Is it moving on its own now? Oh, is that statue alive?
What?
Oh. Great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Trapped in a backroom style mall, what would you do? With a statue that's moving around and with a nefarious intent.
I think there's an exit this way.
Lights are gonna shut off.
Okay, that's just a light. There's a door over here. On the map. Fucking kidding me. Is this the... What?
Is this like a straight up forest in there? No. Time out. Don't like it. Big no thank you.
Shit, I don't know whether or not to go to them or I'm gonna see if I can figure out where they're coming from. Because it might be like an elevator. Or an elevator. It's gotta be an elevator.
No. No. I don't like that.
Hello?
Why are you walking closer to it? It's following him. If you, I mean, it's pretty clear it's following you. Don't get closer to it. It's like a weeping angel. Don't take your eyes off of it. It's getting brave.
I'm leaving.
No, God.
Trying to leave.
Good luck.
There's someone controlling me.
Oh, it's gonna be in his face.
Fuck.
Nope. Nope. Don't like it.
Hey.
Yeah. Run! Go upstairs. There you go. Smart. It's so creepy. It's so creepy. Uh-oh. Oh Lord, it's coming. Juke and jive. You did it. Oh no, I hate these hallways. The mall I used to work at had these hallways. It was the worst. Now, what do we think? What do we think so far? Do we think it's lame? Do we think it's pretty decent? How are we feeling? Are we feeling spooked?
I don't know what the fuck to do.
It's too noisy. Hey, Samboni, welcome in, welcome in. We're just watching The Oldest View, part of Sunday Scaries. Spooky video series by the guy who did the Backrooms. This gentleman found himself in an underground abandoned mall, but something is chasing him. And he's stuck down there. Samboni, glad to have you here. Hope life is treating you well. Welcome in. Oh no, well.
Management office.
Hopefully this can be a space where we can escape from the negatively mixed elements and just have a good time and be present, laugh, be spooked, be scared.
Phones I can use.
Understand, Samboni. We're rooting for you. We're sending you positive vibes. And good things turn out from this. Tambun, if you found yourself in an abandoned mall at night, trapped with the rolling giant trying to get you, what would you do?
That's where I am.
Yep. Where's this bit small? Yep. You got it. Found a map. Now the thing is just how do I get out? Sorry for the yawning, y'all. There was that map, right? But like the exits are covered by like it's buried basically. So, and then the staircase he came down, like it was a mile underground that he went down the staircase and found this. So he tried to get back out up that staircase and it looked like it caved in.
Fingers.
Right? Black mold!
Okay.
Well, like a mile. It's also like a backrooms scenario.
Okay.
So like it's liminal spaces, not based in reality. So who knows, like... This is giving me... If you've seen the movie Us...
There's motion sensors, cameras.
This is kind of giving me that vibe.
They've definitely seen me. That statue thing. Some kind of security...
I get it. Yeah, what can I say? I like being spooked.
To get out of here.
If you can freak me out, I'm too brave.
I'll talk to whoever. It's just a misunderstanding. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
This was
good ventilation. You'd hope so. He had made a comment earlier that it smells like a cornfield. Voices. That's new.
What?
I like that noise he made. Whoa. Yeah, watch a movie. Watch Alien Romulus.
I need to leave.
Hey, you think? He was the ghost all along. There shouldn't be anybody down here. It's like a... So yeah, I was watching... Yeah. I was watching some creators comment on this guy's last project. It basically is one guy made all of this stuff in a program called Blender. It's like all the environments you're seeing, the camera movements, it's all Blender. I don't know if that's what this one is, but this previous one, I need to confirm. There's them. I know, right? I'm gonna look into it because it's really fascinating that. I mean, because this video, there's 6 total videos. Oh shit! And this one's 45 minutes long. Go up the escalators. You can't climb. Smart. Scary. Bust down. Emergency roof exit. Oh, he's going up the escalator.
You can get me.
We'll get you.
What do you want?
Your soul.
Oh God. Oh shit.
Better hurry. It's like an MC Escher painting.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's totally fine, bro. Everything's totally fine. Nothing to worry about. Definitely don't fall off the high, You better book it. You better book it. Don't waste time. I gotta hold the camera while I'm moving. Staircase! Ooh! That hurt. I must now build a ladder. The end. Is this heaven? Oh, it's our monochromatic man from earlier. Oh, and I think he's dead. What's wrong with the desk? Okay. Is there like a secret compartment in there? Hit it with the black light. You know, signs of evidence. I don't know, that's where my mind goes. But hey, free desk. Ah, got it. It's a lonely rolling giant. Uh-oh. The mall was demolished. Huh. Well, who's this guy? The oldest view, dispersal. Alright, so this is the last. This is the last video in the series. Oh, nice, Samboni. That, yeah, keep that computer tower off the floor. Oh.
We are around if anybody has any additional questions. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you again to all of the city council people, to our to CC Broadnex for coming, members of the media and residents, and look forward to showcasing a groundbreaking here within the next number of months. Take care. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Creepy. The monochromatic man. I think this is I think that's the guy we were following. Oh no, ad break. Oh, still alive.
Oh, shit. 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 Oh, fuck. Fucking hell. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. You got this. I don't know why I'm typing it. I could just be saying it. No. Oh my god, Sam Bodie, I'm such a nerd. Well, thank you. I was an 10 out of 10. Yeah, I was like, wait a second. Why am I typing this? I'm such a dork. How long have I been doing this? Coming up on my 3rd year? Jeez. Well, thank you. You're helping feed the meat family. Ah, he made it. Alternate reality. Get the hell out. Get the fuck out. Welcome back from the ad break. Right. Get back. So many stairs. Huh. It's gonna give him a Gerard Butler 300 kick. 'Tis light at the end of the tunnel. It's like the Mario 64 endless staircase. If y'all are enjoying the Sunday Scaries, thank you so much for being here. Let me know if this is something you've enjoyed. You can glitch past. Yeah, no, I saw that. I've seen that. If you have any other spooky content you'd like to see, I have a channel set up in the Discord. Uh-oh. That's our hero. He made it out. His music is creepy, though. I know, right? Yeah, it always made me feel very unsettled, Samboni. That endless staircase. You made it out! Anatomically modern humans recorded history accounts for roughly 1.6% of this time. Damn. You totally should, though. I think you should. Yeah, disassemble it, get wood glue. Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially when you start putting your stuff on it, you don't want any wobbles. Civilization! You made it out! Oh. All right. That was the oldest view. What did we think, chat? That was pretty spooky. That's where it ends. The rolling giant has made it into the world. Uh-oh. Spooky, spooky. Well, I liked it. I liked it. Definitely a different pace than the Backrooms. Not Backrooms, which we will definitely cover in the future as well. The Mandela catalog, which apparently has new episodes. So we will definitely check that out at a later date. I don't know what our next series will be. I'll have to look and see what we have. But keep an eye on the Discord so we can decide from there. So I don't know why my eye is itchy. But yeah, let's do this. Let's go ahead and call it a night here. Hang tight if you don't mind, because I want to make sure we raid out and spread the love and joy to someone else. Thank you, those who are hanging out with me this entire time. I've been really enjoying doing Sunday Scaries, and if you're enjoying it, be sure to let me know. So we know we can keep this going. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for the bits you shared through different things like that. But and you know, if you we're looking to get out of the ad hell, please consider using your free one through Prime. But I it does mean a lot, so I really appreciate y'all for sure. Dude crossing a country in a straight line. He's done a few of them. Geo Wizard. Okay, I'll look that up. Speaking of Geo, let's go ahead and follow Attack of the Geo, who's streaming right now. But yes, y'all, thank you so much for what you do, the vibes you're giving to me, just the love, the care. That means a lot. And I do appreciate the time that you're spending, the subscriptions, all of that is going to support the Meat family. So thank you. Let's go spread some love and positivity to Attack of the Geo in the form of a raid. Next stream, unless we have a bonus one, next stream will be Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central. Be sure to hang out with us there, because we will be starting Hellblade 2 and doing that playthrough. So Hellblade 2 this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Be there, hang out, and y'all have a great evening. Get some good sleep and stay excellent. Oop, hold on. Let's do this one. There we go.